going on, everybody? It's good to see you again. Got another adventure I want to share with you. Recently, both Jasmine and I got a chance to head out to LA, and we went out there to visit my uncle with my parents, and then two, kind of just get away and check out the nice weather they have out there. And I can definitely tell you it was well worth the trip. We got a chance to get around and to see what LA has to offer. Jasmine, we've made it to LA. Now, I didn't have to bring you with ice creams this time, did I?
No, I have donuts.
Yeah, we got some Randy's donuts. So one of the first things that we did once we got out to LA was we had to get something to eat. As soon as Jasmine and I got off the plane, we were like, well, we gotta find something that we want to eat. So we headed up to this place. We headed up to this place called Randy's Donuts. And you may recognize Randy's Donuts by the iconic large donut sign that they have there. That was one of those sites to get a shot of and take a picture of. But they are known for more than just their giant donut that they put on top of their building. They actually have really good donuts, and Jasmine and I got to sample these, and they had this one donut, the Big Texas donut, that was really, really good.
Can you guess which one is mine?
We had a chance to have some street food, some street tacos, which ended up being really cool, really good to get right near Hollywood. Early in the mornings in California, I got a chance to escape, and I'd take advantage of the different coffee shops that they had around, and they had one place that gave me free breakfast. And there was another place that my dad and I got a chance to go to that was really good coffee. So good that I had to buy a couple beans so that I could grind some of it myself at home. So very, very good place, good breakfast, good coffee.
Look what we got here, Dad.
That is delicious.
So ready.
And you didn't get a knife to cut some of that, so I can taste it.
Just take a piece.
Okay,
just take a piece.
My hands are clean.
Of course, no trip to LA or to California is complete without going up to In-N-Out Burger. I got a chance to get mine and to get my full fair share of the nice burgers that they have there. Really, really good. I'm not a big fast food fan, but I'll stop in there and get my burgers. All right, y'all, I had to get this In-N-Out Burger. Check it out. Time to dig in. When you go to LA, you want to get the sights and sounds, check things out, see what's going on. And we did that a little bit. We got a chance to stop in to see the Staples Center. My dad and I, we got out and got a few photos. We got a chance to really take a look at the different statues they had. Though, we got a chance to go out to Beverly Hills and to see all the big houses and to see the different expensive cars they had out there.
What do you think, Dad? What do you think, Dad, Uncle Mark? What do you think?
I like it.
Well, that's great. They got a lot of nice stuff over here.
We also got a chance to take a drive down Rodeo Drive, and that was really cool. go to LA and not go to Hollywood. That's just a part of being out there. And we got a chance to go to Hollywood. And you know, the last time Jasmine and I went, we and we only spent a couple of hours there in LA overall, and we didn't come away with the greatest impression. Our impressions still haven't changed that much, but I will say that Hollywood was a lot more fun this time, especially since we were with some people, with my uncle and my parents, and we got a chance to check out, you know, what Hollywood has to offer a little bit. What was really cool though was to see some of the street performances out there.
Bumping paramedics and crooked ass cops. It's hard to maintain on the front line. A young brother like me just trying to get mine. Love rock, see shots coming with this Jeep. Kick for some of this hell no trick. We keeping this thing gangsta. Yeah, see what you know you pranked us. We don't really give a man.
So now we're gonna head to this automotive museum. This is gonna be a whole lot better of an experience than to go to that La Brea tar pits. We spent $15 and there wasn't much to see. But who hates cars? Definitely not me.
As I mentioned earlier, you probably would want to skip out on the La Brea tar pits, but what you might not want to skip out on is the Peterson Automotive Museum. And in Peterson Automotive Museum, you have a chance to see all kinds of famous cars, expensive cars, some of the first cars ever made, which was a really cool sight to see. I got a couple photos of that as well. One of my all-time favorite cars is the Ferrari Testarossa, and got a couple of shots of that too.
So behind me is my favorite supercar of all time, the Ferrari Testarossa.
But in addition to seeing the Ferrari Testarossa and some other really cool cars, it was nice to see some of the cars from the movies, like the Back to the Future car. That was a cool sight to see. Also got a chance to see some cars from video games, like the Halo Warthog.
Halo lovers would remember this thing right here, the Warthog.
One of the highlights of the trip was going to Warner Brothers Studios and doing a studio tour. And if you get a chance to go out to LA, that's something cool for you to check out. WB Studios definitely has a strong connection to Hollywood and to the TV and movies that we watch. So it was nice to see the different sets that they had, to see the different shows. Like they had the Ellen show. They also had the Friends and Big Bang Theory shows. They also had various different movies. Like the DC movies, they have all of that. So it was really cool to see all of those different shows that have been filmed there over the years, and you may be surprised what was filmed there that you like to watch.
Alright, we made it down to Santa Monica. Got the whole fam with me. It's kind of cool out though.
But the ultimate highlight for me personally was going to Santa Monica. One word I could describe that place is magical. But to be quite honest with you, you just had to be there just to see and stroll down the 3rd Street Promenade. So much going on. There's so many people around. People keeping their distance, of course, but there's just so many things to see and to check out. Lots of live music. You don't just stop there with the Santa Monica 3rd Street Promenade. You also get a chance to walk to the beach. And when you get to the cliffs, just before you get to the beach, you get some amazing views, beautiful pictures that you can take with your family. You also get a nice view of the Santa Monica Pier, which is another great attraction. You walk down to that pier and you get to see all the different activities, all the things going on. So with any city that you visit, you're going to observe things, you're going to see things that kind of surprise you, shock you. And LA, of course, that it has some things that would shock you. One thing is the gas. You're talking about $4 per gallon of gas while you're out there, and most of us haven't seen $4 per gallon of gas in like well over 10 years. So it's still shocking to see that when you get out there, and to have to pay it if you need to put gas in your car. And that's the other thing, there is no public transit for you to get around, so you have to use a car, and that leads to the next thing, which is the traffic. Traffic is pretty bad there, but it's doable. You can still get around relatively quickly because LA is really spread out, and there are a lot of freeways for you to use. So, driving wasn't terrible. It's just you have to expect and factor in traffic.
Is it? You wore it? You wore it last night?
See, I love those shoes. Look at those shoes like that.
Cool last night.
With all of that going on, you really can't help but appreciate going out there with family, and especially going out there to visit family. And I gotta thank my Uncle Mark for his time. He took time off to be with us and to spend time with us. He went with us wherever we went. We really enjoyed ourselves with my uncle, and then I got to meet more of my cousins and family, and really just enjoyed being with everybody. So that's a wrap, honestly. Would I go back to LA? Absolutely. Do I think you should go to LA? Absolutely. especially Santa Monica. But honestly, you're going to enjoy yourself if you get out to LA. And, you know, make sure you prepare yourself just to have a great time. Great food, great people, real kind people. But yeah, that's a wrap for this trip. So, as always, family, friends, we'll chat later.